Hi guys, my name is Kimberly Griggs with Ignite Consulting. I am a communications consultant who helps entrepreneurs and small businesses learn to better communicate both internally and externally so that they can grow more revenue. I wanted to share some information with you today, a little tidbit of something interesting that happened to me. So part of what I've done in years past is I've worked with many sales teams across the country. And one thing that continues to be an ongoing problem is this idea of prospecting and qualifying. We talk about this a lot, but I rarely see people do it very well. So today this really stood out to me. So for starters, to give some background, I almost never pick up a phone number that I don't know anymore because I automatically assume it's going to be a solicitation of some sort. Today, for whatever reason, I did, and I am so glad that I did because this salesperson did a fantastic job of keeping me engaged and interested, and did it very authentically. So this was a refinance company. He started the call and really grabbed my attention because he shared some pieces of personal information with me. So the first thing that he said was he was calling in reference to my home address, gave my home address, and then he asked if it was okay to ask me a few questions regarding the property. I went along. He sounded very pleasant and personable, and so I hung in there. The next thing that he did that was pretty cool was he started pre-qualifying a little bit with some very vague or generic information. So he told me that he had some information about and asked about the home value and if I owed such and such amount on my home. He was a little high, but he again was qualifying that question. So when you say a little high, or is the ballpark of this number more accurate? To which I said yes. So we're continuing to move along. From there, he asked me 4 very specific questions about my position on being interested in refinancing. Shared with me some information in the market that had changed, which is always a great way to approach that subject. And then again, just kind of drilled down a little farther in as far as ways that he could help me based on things that I might not have known. Fantastic job of this. I stayed engaged, but the one thing that really impressed me was that the whole time he was using some very clear messaging, very clear communication on, are you open to continued discussion? Guys, he probably said this very statement 3 or 4 times at least. I have a sales background, so I had to play with the guy a little bit. I would not say the word open just to, make him work for it a little bit. But in most cases, guys, this is something that really anyone would say yes to. It's very hard to say no when people have a heads up on who you are, teach you something or give you something of value, and then ask the question. They ask for the order. So he continued to do that through the entire process. Finally, how he closed is, with his final, are you open to more of a discussion based on these things? If I could show you a way that this refinance would make a lot of sense for you, would you be open to having a longer conversation with someone who knows a little bit more about it? So clearly his job was to pass the lead along, but he really just did a phenomenal job of keeping me engaged and making me want to speak to him. These are concepts, again, I have worked with so many sales teams who we teach this, we train this, we invest in tools and resources that help our salespeople do this, but almost no one does because of lack of practice. So I just wanted to share that. I, again, would love to talk to your business if you're in this very situation. If you're trying to actively grow your lead list and get a more qualified lead to that next point of contact. I've done entire seminars based on these principles alone. So I would love to talk to you. I would love an opportunity to speak with you. Call me or go to visit my website at igniteconsulting.biz so we can schedule a 30-minute discovery call and see how we can help customize these programs for your business. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your time.